Hi everyone, Teacher Sam here, and I am here with an experiment we can do at home using some regular things you might find in your house. This is going to be what they call sometimes a magic milk experiment. So we're going to learn some science, find what's going to happen with some of the milk, food coloring, and dish soap. So the things you'll need is a container to put your milk in. You'll need some Q-tips. You'll need some dish soap. It said Dawn dish soap. Mine's in a container that says Dawn, but I actually have some different dish soap in here, so we'll see if it works without Dawn dish soap, because I'm using what I have at my house. We're using some milk. I know the recipe I saw, or the experiment I saw, used whole milk, which means there was more fat in it. This is a 2% milk, so it has less fat. So I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see what the experiment is. You can use whatever kind of milk you might have at home. And then food coloring. So our first step is going to be to pour some milk into the container. You don't have to do very much. You can see my container's not very tall and it's not very big, so I'm just going to pour in enough to give a small layer on the bottom. You could either practice pouring the milk or you could have a grown-up help you. So I'm going to pour the milk right about like that. Okay. So my next step before the actual experiment happens. So the milk is now in my container, and I'm now gonna take out some of my food coloring, and I'm gonna give these ones a shake. I haven't used food coloring in a while. So when you start, you don't wanna put in too much, just a couple drops here and there. So I'll make sure you can see it. So I'm just gonna do a little drop here. This one isn't a squeeze, so I gotta be careful. Ooh. Okay, so there's some red, and I will try to add, let's see, I have some other colors in here. This one might have squeezed top, that'll make it a little easier. So I have some green, maybe that's black, it looks kind of green now. So you can see that it's starting to already have a reaction, or it's kind of moving differently inside the milk. I'm gonna add one more drop of color over here with like an orangey color. All right, so that's the first step. I'm gonna see if I need to move the camera. All right, everyone, so as you can see, I have my milk with just the splashes of color. So next I'm gonna put a little bit of dish soap in this other container. So I have a little bit of dish soap. And I'm gonna take my Q-tip and I'm gonna put my Q-tip in the soap and wiggle it around. And then this is where the reaction is gonna happen. There's something about the soap that wants to cling to the fat molecules in the milk. So let's see if it does what I think it will do. Did you see that? What happened? What did you notice? I'm gonna switch my Q-tip over, get some more soap on this side. This time I'm gonna put it right here in the middle of the red. Are we watching? Ready? The way I look at it, it almost pushed all the food coloring away for some reason. Let me see if I can try it again. Tell me, do you think it's coming towards the Q-tip or away from the Q-tip? Wow. I'm gonna move my camera so you can see it a little more up close. So here's my soap and my milk, and I'm gonna do it again. So I'm gonna take another, ooh, whoops, I dropped a Q-tip. So now I'm gonna grab more of the soap on my Q-tip. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. What if I tried it over here? Wow. So the soap does a science, it has a reaction. So there's a molecule in the soap that's trying to cling to the fat molecules in the milk. So when the soap touches the water, it's trying to chase through to try to grab particles, fat molecules out of the soap or out of the milk. Because most milk does retain a certain amount of fat. This one's reduced fat milk. So it's not all fat, but it still worked, even though the recipe called for whole milk. I'm gonna try again. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our magic milk experiment. I'd love to see the pictures yours creates. Mine kind of reminds me of Christmas or maybe the holidays. Ooh, maybe it reminds me of a geode, the way that the colors are starting to mix. All right, everyone, have fun. Enjoy the experiment.